There was again a sudden network break, so I start the second phase and start it again. I just check these. So there was sudden network break and I needed to start again.
The waking flame is definitely trying to occupy this sanctuary. But why? Okay, over there is it. It seems like die drop. This red ball feels like they are summoning it.
Fall back! Close the portals! Warn the High Priest!
Oh, I think not. All right. What were we discussing before they so rudely interrupted us? I assume this will satisfy your masters in Leowyn. The Dark Brotherhood is not your enemy. The Order of the Waking Flame invaded our sanctuary and killed my brothers and sisters. I can't let them get away with that.
Why would cultists attack sanctuary?
Seems to me the cultists didn't want you talking to me. Didn't want you hearing me tell you for the 100th time that the Dark Brotherhood didn't kill those counselors. If you ask me, those are your murderers. The Order of the Waking Flame.
The cultists do seem to be after the same thing Emily and I are looking for.
Opportunity and motive. Look, I don't know what that may be, and I don't want to know. But I do want to step through this portal and stick my dagger in their High Priest's throat. Care to come along?
Okay, it
Good.
seems...
Now you'll see how a Dark Brotherhood assassin deals with unsanctioned targets. And please notice that I won't be dropping any notes or leaflets in the way. Come on. Let's go before the portal closes.
Stay with the assassin. I'll inform Captain Rianne and Councillor Leviticus about the cultists.
Okay, we need to go. Violated frames.
Not the worst place for a Daedric cult to hide out. Let's look around. This definitely has a sense of Daedric cultist about it. Let's look around and see if we can find their High Priest. I really do want to loosen his tongue before I slice it off. Oh, looks like I'm not the only one who leaves important papers lying about. Give that a read, why don't you?
The Wood Elf Archer has been a problem since Black Dracula. She ate her friends are getting too close to learning the truth of Levik's secret, and they continue to interfere with our efforts to gain possession of the four ambitions, putting them on the trail of the Dark Brotherhood work on the Water Valley. We bought ourselves time now to finish this. As your high priced, I command you to follow them to the Dark Brotherhood sanctuary, recover the cache Leovic hid in the ruins, and kill them all, assassin and Leovin mercenaries alike. And once the Wood Elf is dead, see if he still carries the sacred wood I want at home. Okay, this is one what they want.
Their High Priest actually ordered them to kill us.
Okay, so this is one. Golden amulet with rising sun symbol. Maybe I take one of the as a memory. So need to again destroy something. I destroy this. You never know if you need some amulet.
That amulet looks important. Better hang on to that.
Okay, he thought same thing. I just check if there is any.
This definitely has a sense of Daedric cultist about it. Let's...
Oh, here is something. Haha.
Close approximation of our calling card, but that entire pile is obviously a forgery.
Fake calling card. There is some kind of letter strapping, clanfair letter strapping lead. This allows you to scry. And okay, we need to again destroy something. I have one base, there is no need to destroy. Clanfair letter strapping is now available to scry. And then we need to... It was this slot probably. Aha, I still have 90. So it didn't use inventory space.
So the Order of the Waking Flame killed your counselors and placed the blame on the Dark Brotherhood. Then their High Priest sent his followers to kill us. Care to enlighten me as to what this is actually all about now?
You think the murders have something to do with secret of Longhouse Emperors?
All this fuss and bother over an old Imperial secret? Let's review what we learned. The High Priest of the Order of the Waking Flame sent cultists to the Sanctuary to eliminate both my Dark Brotherhood assassins, and you, and the Wood Elf.
And that pile of Black Hand's print is evidence that they were trying to blame you for the murders.
Obviously the cult has someone watching you. They knew exactly when to attack, certain we'd all be in the Sanctuary. Plus, they were after some cash hidden there. So who are these cultists? And how well do you trust your masters in Leowen?
Are you just suggesting that maybe the Dakon's cult has spies in Leowen Castle?
I'm not suggesting anything. Just following the clues. If the cultists are Dagonists, then their High Priest is probably a true fanatic. This secret must be pretty important, and most likely pertains to death and destruction. Let's keep searching. Let's see if something deeper inside this ruin points us to the identity of the cult's High Priest. Figure out who they are, and you may learn more about this secret than you ever imagined. Oh, and you still have that amulet. It might come in handy.
Ah, okay, it was important, even if it looked like normal item.
Because I owe them for besmirching the good reputation of the Dark Brotherhood and for ordering the deaths of my brothers and sisters. And because now, I'm curious. It's like an itch that needs to be scratched. No. The orders suggested it was placed in the sanctuary after we abandoned it the first time. We hadn't finished reopening the place, and I hadn't run across any hidden caches. Another mystery, I suppose. Let's keep looking.
And there is of course the central location. Here are steps down. There is some kind of sacrificing. Probably.
This door looks impressive. Let's see what's on the other side.
I check what kind of statue. Okay, here is a little bit practice material. Okay, time to open this one. just go fast. Oh, this was even different self. Royal Embarrassment. Okay, this is goes directly. Same kind of statue.
Over here. Voices.
We failed to kill all the assassins, and the Wood Elf and the Mercenary are still alive.
Yes. The High Priest isn't going to be happy about that, but we retrieved the cache hidden in the old sanctuary.
With the contents of the cache, the High Priest should be able to determine where to find the first ambition.
Agreed. And we will soon have the location of another one of the ambitions. As just another Imperial Counselor, the High Priest has them all fooled.
Now that's something new. What do you think? Sometimes listening provides the answers we seek. It seems their High Priest is actually one of your counselors. That explains how they knew your movements. And they found whatever they were looking for in the sanctuary.
Right, sounds like they know where to find one of the ambitions too, from Levik's secret.
I'd rather not know any more about this damn secret. It's cursed. But did you see how they opened that portal? They used their amulet on the pedestal. You still have the one we found. Let's find another pedestal and see if we can follow them.
There is still. I check what is this.
Keep looking. We need to find a pedestal like the one those cultists used.
must be in this area. Find An Pedestal.
We can't get to the pedestal where we saw the cultists open the portal, but there must be another one of them somewhere within these ruins. Let's try to find one. That pedestal looks promising. Let's talk before you try to open a portal. This may work. It may not. We may open a portal that takes us to the cultists, or we may open one to some dark and deadly corner of oblivion. Still, nothing ventured, nothing gained. So, ready to try something daring? It looked to me like the cultists used their amulet on the pedestal and opened a portal. Examine the pedestal and see if there's a place to fit the amulet. These Dagonist fools think they've gotten the better of us. Let's prove them wrong. See if you can use that rather ostentatious amulet on the pedestal to open a portal. Well, we have a portal. Time to find out if leaping into it turns out to be a good or bad idea.
Ja, take one of these starter husk. And I use one of those experience scrolls. Aha, okay, it's already inactive. So good.
This is interesting. Let's look around.
The time of the four ambition is almost upon us. We must accelerate our efforts, or decades of planning will amount to naught. Emperor Levik heeded the ambitions and was killed before he could inform me of their locations, but he left clues in various hidden caches throughout the empire. We can also ferret out portions of secret that my yellow counselors are aware of before we execute them. And yes, they must die to preserve the secret of the Longhorn Emperors. We will blame the Dark Brotherhood for their murders, thus deflecting suspicion from the Order of the Waking Flame for as long as possible. Besides, I have recently learned that one of Leovik's cars is hidden in their former Blackwood sanctuary. Send our best acolytes, kill Steward Farrell, Lupus, and Council Apor, Valeria, Itinia, Chiri, and Chophes. We may need to murder Leviticus as well. The former chief counselor is too smart for his own good, and may realize what is happening and act against us before we can secure the four ambitions. I shall also plan attack against myself, one that will be foiled but will further implicate the Dark Brotherhood. Remember, do not contact me, I shall contact you. Nothing must reveal my true nature until the appropriate moment. In the name of our Lord Fire and Flood, High Priest Fantasia.
Fantasia is the Order's High Priest. I knew I disliked the man the moment he had me beaten.
Ah, 30 seconds. I just check these. I have already sent word to the exalted High Priest. The steward and 3 of the councillors are dead. Only Councillor Itinia eludes us, as the councillor is not currently in the province of Blackwood. I have also sent documents we've uncovered from the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. With that information, the High Priest should have no trouble determining the hidden location of the first of the 4 ambitions. Moreover, I have ordered the attack on Levin Castle. Soon the documents get by the other councils will be ours. Then the location of all the ambitions will be revealed. Now I must step out and deal with the pests that have entered the ruins. I think we have been followed from the sanctuary. I look forward to showing them the true power of that faithful of the Prince of Disaster can bring to bear when necessary.
We're too late. The location of the ambition was sent to the High Priest. What was that about an attack on Leywin Castle? So, now I know who needs to die for this grave insult to the Dark Brotherhood. Councillor Von Dacia, the High Priest of the Waking Flame. But what do you make of that journal entry about the first ambition and an attack on Leywin Castle?
This is what they found on Fantasia, and apparently ordered the cultists to attack Leywin.
They got what they were after, and now they're sending their forces to kill the rest of the councillors. With the other councillors dead, Von Dacia will be the only person who knows the secret of the Longhouse Emperors.
It's more than that. Leviticus has documents that reveal the locations of the remaining ambitions.
And Von Dacia will do everything in his power to get his hands on those documents. I suppose your course is clear. You need to return to Leywin Castle as quick as you can.
And what you are going to do?
I'm going to stick around and deal with a few more of these Waking Flame cultists. I still have a little anger to work off after that attack on my sanctuary. I suggest you return to Leywin Castle with all due haste.
You won't come with me to defend the councillors.
I'm an assassin, not a soldier. I've done my part. Now go do yours. When I'm finished here, if Von Dacia is still alive, well, then we'll see what we shall see.
Almost promise.
That portal should take you back toward the exit, or to some terrible plane of oblivion. One or the other.
Or oblivion. Aha, we came back. Aha. I wonder if those traps works to those. He must survive. Okay. Yes, that's it. There are so much events here. And I check that one. Okay, then turn. Okay, welk discovered. Actually, is this Gideon is here, so this is Leavin. Ah, this Walter's Edge is housing, probably. One of those free houses what I found. Yes. And now we need to find the castle. Just a moment. Interesting. Ah, we are again. Okay, let's go here. teleporting to Leyamin. Okay, this was the first place what I found. And okay, 10 minutes.
Councillor Jirik was assassinated right under the nose of the Brigandines.
I heard Captain Rian is at his wit's end. Even
What
hired
if this-
mercenaries. So much for the
10
Ivory
minutes.
Brigade.
What about the other former councillors? Do you think they're all in?
Ah, it's over here. We
Who
need
can
to.
say? But if the Dark Brotherhood is involved, what good are Brigadines or mercenaries?
And now across the bridge.
Get those doors open. We need to get to the councilors.
They're barred from the other side.
Mercenary, you've returned. Everly's attempting to breach the barracks. Go!
Completed. Want to find Evelyn. So. Aha, okay, we need to. Aha. Something.
Steady. Wait for it.
Ah, they are again
Now
fighting.
we can go in. Let's... Oh, you're here. Oh, thank Ithra you're back. Captain Rian and I, they tricked us. Lured us out of the castle. Now the place is locked down and I don't know if any of the councillors are still alive. I've mucked this up real good.
Council Vanda is behind everything. He is High Priest of the Order of the Waking Flames.
Bandacia? That traitor! He tricked us! Lied to us! Had his own colleagues murdered! And all to get his hands on a few Daedric weapons? But Lyrinth, the Dremora, she told me that the fate of the world was at stake. We need to reach the councillors.
Does that the door lead into castle?
Yes, the barracks connect to the rest of the castle. Since I dispatched the cultist guards, we can get to the councillors and the legates this way. Let's go, but stay alert. We're not sure how many of those cracked acorns are waiting for us in there. Hurry! We need to reach the councillors! believe Vandacia fooled us, or that he's in charge of these fanatics.
Recipe of creeped fried tomatoes. Maybe I... Okay, I destroyed these. Okay, we learned how to cook fried tomatoes.
Vandacia, how could you?
Valeria, with everything at stake, how could I not?
Counselor Valeria! No! Aragon? When did you get here?
I came as soon as word arrived from Councillor Leviticus. I was with him when the cultists attacked, but we got separated.
We have to find Leviticus. Come with us, brother. We need to stick together.
I knew things were tense, but I didn't think a war would break out the moment I reached the castle. The cultists spilled out of portals like ants erupting from anthills. It was all I could do to get out of the way and reach a place of safety. Not only that, I'm the best scribe south of Skyrim. I arrived as quickly as I could, but I was too late to do more than glance at the coded documents. You should hurry, though. Van Dacia went after Councillor Leviticus, and he had murder in his eyes.
this recipe. I already know this, okay.
Councillor Valeria. We have to keep looking for evidence.
Level 50. So maybe I do rewards. Bonus swap, you can now carry a backup weapon. Prophet Inferno Staff. Deals oblivion damage. Prophet's Great Sword. Prophet's Shield. Prophet's Bone. I take this restoration stuff. Okay, there is what you get when you reach level 16. Now we are level 15. Then I put couple of points in magic. Then I have Breath of Life, Reflecting, Regeneration, Solar Flare, Soul Trap. Solar Flare, Black Backlash. I checked those passive. They are sometimes good. Enduring Race. Increases duration. Okay, I take this. This I cannot take yet. Increases your physical and spell resistance. Okay, I take this one. Okay, now we have delivered those.
I will finish what the Longhouse Emperor started, Leviticus.
I, you said, loose the power of the four ambitions. Dagon, hear your high priest. Send forth a champion to destroy
Kill it! Kill it!
Deal with that creature.
Let me get you out of here and somewhere safe.
Vandacia. The bastard fooled us all.
Friend of my sister. Come, speak with me. Despite the gravity of the situation, you should know that I was able to decipher a portion of the encoded documents before Vandacia whisked them away.
Did the documents tell you where to find the four ambitions? This is forward.
I'm not sure. I only translated a small bit of the code before the assault began. It mentioned a vault to protect them, which I assumed to mean the ambitions. It's hidden in the Ojel Bok, but I'm not familiar with the term. Argonian, perhaps? It sounds like it, but I'm not sure. I haven't reported to Councillor Lovidicus yet. Since it looks like he wants to talk to you now, please inform him of my findings. And tell him I apologize I wasn't able to decipher anymore.
Okay, this was the person who needed to decipher codes.
Let Councillor Lovidicus know what I deciphered from the coded document. That the vault that protects them is hidden in the Ojel Bok. I wish I had been able to finish translating all the documents before Vandacia stole them. Isn't the family resemblance obvious? I was an adventurer myself back in the day, before I became an Imperial scribe. I think that's where Everly gets it. That and from all the books I've given her over the years. I imagine he didn't think I had time to decipher any of the coded passages. I barely had a moment to look at the documents when the portals opened and his cultists burst in. Luckily, I'm very familiar with that particular code. It was my specialty.
Now we
Vandacia
talk
will
with the
pay. I
Councillor.
swear.
Councillor Leviticus, you need to rest.
Vandacia. A high priest of Mehrunes Dagon. Has he been a Daedric cultist all these years? I failed to see the signs, and now the councillors. They're all dead. Valeria, Sophis, Eivor, and Jireh.
When Vandacia tricked us all, I only learned the truth after events at the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary.
Yes, of course. The Sanctuary. I suppose this proves the Dark Brotherhood wasn't involved in the plot to murder us. What else did you uncover while you were away?
Vandaresia is the cult's high priest, and they know the location of one of the ambitions. Okay, one of the four.
It's worse than that. Vandacia wrestled the documents you acquired from the other counselors away from the scribe. Once he translates them, he may know the location of all four of the ambitions.
Paragon translated the portion. It mentioned the Oyekbak, but he doesn't know the word.
Ojelbak?
Ojelbak.
I've heard that term. It's Argonian. I believe it refers to a natural formation deep in the Blackwood Marsh. But Vandacia was more familiar with that region than I. I know someone who can help us, though. I believe you already met her.
You know someone who can help us locate the hidden vault.
If the term leads us to the vault, so be it. All we can do is follow the clues we've been given. Talk to Keshu the Blackfin. If anyone can help us navigate the wilds of Blackwood, it's Governor Keshu.
Legendary person. All books tell about the Keshu.
Damn! I can't believe Vandacia is a traitor and a cult leader. And he killed Valeria. Almost killed Leviticus. He's been ahead of us the entire time. We can't let him get to the ambitions. We just can't. All right, we have a plan. In the meantime, we saved Councillor Leviticus, cleared the Dark Brotherhood of the murders, and determined Vandacia is the traitor and leader of the cult. You did good, my friend. Here, your share of our compensation.
Making flames pose or rebellion. And one skill point. Okay, let's complete this.
So, the information from the former councillors points to an Argonian location. Someplace called the Ojel Bok. Vandacia ran off with the documents before we could learn more. Now we need to figure out what it means before his cultists beat us to it.
You don't know what Oyelbak means or how to find it.
No, but Councillor Leviticus has heard the term. Says it's a landmark in the Solzan territory. The document suggested it's a site connected to the four ambitions. Maybe where the weapons are stored? We need to consult with an expert on that region.
Do you know an expert?
Governor Keshu of Gideon.
Okay, same.
Councillor Leviticus says she knows the swamps and bogs of Blackmarsh like the back of her hand. So, can I count on you? Will you come with me to Gideon to talk to Keshu the Blackfin? We'll meet up in Gideon. We can talk to Governor Keshu there. She has to know about this Ojel Bok thing. She has to. Just what I've heard. She emerged from the Black Marsh swamps and made a name for herself as a freedom fighter. Battled Dark Elf slavers along the Morrowind border. When the Akaviri invaders arrived, she took her soldiers and helped save Windhelm. About 10 years ago now, defeated the invasion and helped form the Ebonheart Pact. Even commanded the Pact army during the start of the Three Banners War. Then one day she turned in her commission. Came back to serve as Governor of Gideon. Keshu's progressive as far as Argonians go. I hear she has an interest in the history of the Argonians, but she genuinely seems committed to creating an open and enlightened community for all people in Gideon. Actually, I can't wait to talk to her. Now that you mention it, very much so. He was a member of the Elder Council. His name was on the list of people that knew Leovik's secret. I thought I was supposed to protect him, keep him safe from the murderer. But he was the murderer. After he killed Valeria and grabbed the coded documents, he ran. He could be anywhere. He's had decades to establish the Waking Flame and set up hiding holes. But he's after the ambition, same as us. We need to find the hidden vault before he does. What did the spinner say? Oh yes, it's one of the 8 major cities of Black Marsh, but its proximity to Cyrodiil makes it more imperial than Argonian. In fact, Vandacia represented the Empire in Gideon for decades. Until, well, you know. No, more of an advisor of sorts. Like the councillors here in Leowin. Governor Keshu is the leader of the city. When Vandacia revealed himself to be the head of a Daedric cult, well, that pretty much put an end to his government service.
Okay, now we know those. So I think we got one more skill point. And what can we... This is, if I remember, Thief. Improved hiding. Reduce the cost of sneak. Light fingers. Okay, this. I think this is actually interesting. Forcing locks and soul magic. Lay claim. This can be moved. Silver belts. Purchase 1 skill point. Fire Dawncore Vampire Hunter's crossbow bolt. Haha, okay, this was against vampires. Mage is skilled. Breton skill. And I think this is actually very nice. Increases your maximum magic. And then what is here? I take this one so we get more magic. Okay, now we have used skills. And I think this is actually good stopping point. We managed to finally complete the quest An Adversary. Unexpected Adversary. And next we need to go at least to Gideon and talk with Keshu. He probably, or she probably knows more about the location where to go next. And I want to thank you everyone for watching and stopping by.